What was that amazing moment that changed your life for good, forever?
Okay. I think it's the birth of my son.
Wow.
Yes. He turned 10 on the 8th of February.
Oh, nice.
And when she was talking about how she had to wait for 11 years, I was like, my own is small, more, you know. But
you felt it.
I felt it. I could actually relate. No, my own was not for long, but when we started growing up, we had dreams, we had projections, expectations. So I'll tell myself, okay, I'm married at 25. I want to finish giving birth when I was 30. That's what I told myself. I'm married at 25. So first year, second year, I was looking at 30. And what's happening? So it became a burden. But if I knew what I know now, I couldn't have bothered myself.
Yes.
But you see about this
carrying
thing
so
we're
much
talking
weight.
about.
Yes.
You see a fair, chubby, fine girl. This one don't kill her children now. Do you understand? So you just assume that every fine woman, every fine girl must be very, so maybe this one. So you hear statements like, maybe she don't chop all she don't kill all the children. So people say that, me, my husband just throw his boxers.
I'll get pregnant. I have no issues with.
There's somebody tell you that any woman that have never been, any young girl that have never been pregnant in her life before they stand on, it's true. I've never been pregnant in my life. Could there be a problem? Then I'll sneak and go and be looking for doctors up and down to check me. Do you understand?
But the thing is, how do you get pregnant if you've never met a man before? How do you intend to get pregnant?
So, and to cut the long story short, there are nights you just pray, you cry, she says something. Some days you become numb. You don't even know what to pray again. And it's even more difficult when you don't, I didn't even know, did I have a problem? I did plenty HSG. The guy that even said, go and enjoy yourself, John, there's no problem. Why is this pregnancy not coming? Yeah. So and medically it's after 2 years. I think something. I think it's after. No, it's 2.
You get worried.
Is it 1 year or 12 months? And they'll tell you if you're sexually active, like are you put together, rules, I know all those things. I will browse. But the thing is, my husband will not even be asking you. You married a fine wife, you want to give birth. I want us to, but me, I wanted to just do my thing. Like I said, I had a dream, I had a, So when I got pregnant, I didn't know. So signs, I didn't show up the normal morning sickness I didn't have. I know I was always dizzy.
Yeah.
So this fateful day, I went to church, middle service, and pastor spoke about faith. So I told my husband, the way I'm feeling, just stop at the pharmacy, I want to get something. Just like that, it's not as if there was anything.
This is one Indian thing.
I now checked 2 lines.
Oh wow.
So it was doing me like, oh no.
Fifth trick.
So
it could be
that
invalid.
morning, I couldn't sleep. Anxiety. Let me go to the hospital and check. Is it there? For how many years?
I hope it will not disappear.
But because of this thing we're talking about, as the pregnancy was not coming, what's happening now? I have not done something. Maybe when they finish doing, used to stand up quick.
And no whistle.
People tell
I think
that
those questions that people
the
ask
ones
that trigger your
I've been doing some series
then
on Facebook of recent, and I'm telling women that if they can just focus, that's the word I've been telling them. Just focus.
And
first of all, know is there an issue? Is your husband being checked? Because they don't like going. If you're good, your husband is good, just focus.
And wait.
The 20% you talked
Be
about.
positive. Good. Just focus.
Are there promises that God gave you,
that has
the
failed?
God that created you, about children? Are there people that believe God? Are there evidence of what God has done for other people's lives? Do you know, they never even play tricks on you. They tell you pastors that you are looking up
that don't have.
True.
That's how tricky the devil was. But to cut the long story short, me and my husband were doing scans like every other day. I want to be sure. Because I was not feeling pregnant. I was like, is the baby there? I'm not throwing up, I'm not sick. We'll go and do scan. The man will say is this. I'll carry the scan. I will play music.
So
I
that
will
the
read
baby.
the Bible. I will pray. My son. When he eventually came out, it was like God, my whole world.
Changed for good.
I started crying in the labor room. Because holding him was like, is this me?
Is this real? Are
you?
I'm not a mother.
Like, is this? Then after my son, I waited for another 3 years or 4 years. This time around, I had like 2-3 medical reports. My fallopian tube were blocked. So where did the first one pass?
Like,
you understand? So I just want to call. It's a long story, but I'll cut short. So we're waiting, test upon test, prayer upon prayer. Then one day I told God, you that gave the first one, if you not give the second one, leave it. After all, it's a boy. If you marry, you bring me children. Then I faced God. I became focused. Did raise a memorial in church and left it. I was pregnant, I didn't know.
Again.
I went to the village, we went, those roads, I cooked for that Christmas, I did all they did, doing everything because I don't have signs, but my face was rough. We came back in January after Christmas, I followed them and joined fast, but by 10 o'clock, it's like I would die. I will sneak and go and eat. The people, are you not fasting? I said I'm fasting, but today was still tire me. I will go and eat. After some time, I told my husband, this is not normal, I'm not okay. I did another test. That one, even we did the test, I forgot I went and slept. Then I said, hey, I do pregnancy test too.
Oh, you see the peace that comes with Christ.
Yeah. I saw 2 lines. I couldn't sleep too. I said, Doctor, what's his name again? Is you that even read those tests to me? Where did the baby pass? 2 tests, fallopian tube blocked. Where did this one pass?
God that gives spare parts. If you go to the store,
I went to the hospital, I said, I want to see the scan. Is he breathing? I was already 6 weeks gone.
Whoa.
If you see this, my daughter that I gave birth to after 4 years. She's Oyibo. She's beautiful.
Wow.
8 months later, I took him for the sister. The same people that were asking me, what are you waiting for?
What are you
now
waiting
every
for?
year you dey born.
I think that's the highlight for you.
Now every year, I waited for the
You know
first
they
one.
sleep.
After first one, I waited. So
They
this
did not
was God that
see you.
decided to console me.
Double for your weight.
You are not telling me, you that every year you dey born. Where were you when I was waiting?
I think another thing we should look at, I think she wasn't too anxious after the
That
first.
is
Most
the
women,
point.
once they don't like 2 years gone, 3 years, they become anxious. And I think anxiety also
You can't help
also
Yes,
affects
it's a weight on you.
affects
You can't
medically.
really
My
help. You
sister,
can't really help that.
People
You can't
deal
help that.
with waiting.
Differently.
People deal with stress.
Differently.
People deal with struggles differently.
Differently.
It takes the grace of God. At times people tell you that if it's me, till you're there.
Till you're there.
If you're not there, don't talk.
Till you're there.
But I mean, an advice you can give to me.
Yes, I
You
think.
can
Learn
only
to
advise me.
And learn not to be anxious.
No, you can't learn
the
that.
process.
Yes.
The process.
Yes.
It's tough.
At least from other people's
Just
experiences.
look for something to
I think
distract
it's the
you.
place of the Holy Spirit.
That's what I'm saying now. The process, that waiting room,
We
we need the
cannot-
help. We need the help
can't
of
do that.
God.
Yes.
So it's God that will give you that peace, that will make you not to be too anxious. You know,
So-
and then another thing is focus your attention. Oftentimes we focus attention on the
On the
problem.
wrong things,
On
yes.
That's
the
why I say
problem.
just focus.
So
As
focus
far
your
as-
attention on something that will give you joy. It could be your work, it could be your
Get
other-
busy.
Yes,
get
get
busy
busy.
doing something
Get busy.
else. I think that would also
I think you're
Reduce
right.
the stress. You have a
yes.
very important
So-
point, Loretta.
You say we're waiting moments of my life. What's the English again?
No, I think you have answered my question.
I'm just trying to react.
Okay.
They have the
yes,
happy-
as in the most amazing
I want
moments
to
Moments of your
record
life, yes.
that
when
made
I
your
had
life.
My first son, my second daughter, and my third child. If you come near those children, because you don't know how I prayed for them.
And I think the first one will really is punching on that cell.
No.
Because he was the one that changed your name from the witch that is eating all the child.
Even now
all
that I
the-
turned 10, I wrote, I'm the latest mother of a 10-year-old.
You should be something of pride. Be something of pride.
I would love us to look at another issue, but because
Okay,
of time,
time, yes.
yes. But briefly, I know there is an issue most women don't take too serious oftentimes. You know, when a woman goes to the hospital to give birth, the idea is this method, I want to give birth through the vagina. That's the vaginal delivery.
Yes.
And so
you
when
have
you see
CSA.
It's because of the
when you,
stigma now.
that's what I'm saying. That when you,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. When you give birth birth through CS is like
Yes.
She cannot
you're not
push.
woman
You're not
enough.
strong enough.
You know, I suffered that. That was my
Oh
own.
my God.
Will I say my own
Story.
issue?
Yeah.
Because I got to the hospital my first baby and everything was okay. And they told me that my idea was I wanted to give birth normal, like through vaginal delivery.
Yeah.
And I got there and then the head of my baby turned and story and all that. They said I had to go through CS. My first child was through CS. I hated myself. In fact, when my baby came out, when they brought her out, I didn't want to look at her because I had this mentality that I'm supposed to give birth. I even had to use
You felt
scripture,
ashamed.
like yes, as Hebrew women give birth like
That's the-
Hebrew
that's the
women.
point I
Both the scriptures, the Bible, and then what I have learned so far from my family, my mom, and all that you are a woman, if you're a real
Push a
woman.
child out.
So but eventually my other two children came out. It was true vaginal
Vaginal
delivery.
birth.
But the thing was, they told me I had CPD. They said my cervix was very
Small.
small.
for
Yeah.
the child.
But that's the miracle that happened. My second baby was weighing almost 4, and it came out.
Which doctor allowed you?
Okay, now,
Weighing
now,
well,
see,
and
Stand up, let's see your height.
okay,
Check your height.
experience.
Check your
So
pelvic.
all of my
what she
children
said.
came
It's a
out.
miracle. She said it's a
It
miracle.
was a miracle.
My God.
And maybe because I told myself and I actually told God that not because of what people say,
Not because of the stigma.
no, because this is what I want.
Yes.
I want
Want to
that's just
experience
me.
it.
I want to
Experience,
experience it. I don't want a blade to go through me and all that. So that was the idea, and I think.
But
God
it looks
has-
like
I think
have
this,
gone
this
past
what
that.
she's saying,
Gone past
what
that.
she's saying now, right? It happened to me.
Okay.
I gave birth to my first son naturally. I didn't even know the pain of labor because I'm this kind of person that when pain, like yes, I'm very emotional. So they gave me lectures on how the pain that when you are giving birth, how the
So
labor pain
your
is. So I was
expectation
expecting one pain. So I was in labor. I almost gave birth at home. They were begging me to go to the hospital.
You're expecting that plenty.
But I was like, no, it's not time yet. Because that morning, I had contractions, but I didn't know. Because at 7 months, I was so anxious. I wanted to practice how to give birth. So I dropped a very big mirror in front of me, lied on the bed. I was trying, because I was reading a book about conception and giving birth. So I was actually practicing how to give birth. So first labor came. I was admitted in the hospital. I was on bed rest. I saw how they were treating those ladies that came to give birth. They were slapping them, like saying, you know how nurses can be. So I was like, I made a promise to myself that I will come to this place when I'm ready. So I went back home. I was in labor. That morning I was trying to use the toilet. My mom was like, that thing you are feeling, that's contraction. Because I wanted to pull. I felt like I ate something that was too strong. I was seriously pushing. I didn't know the baby, blood, all the shows, all the symptoms came out. But this time that it was real labor, I didn't know. So I took a straw, and when I was coming back at a particular estate at the gate, I could not raise my leg again. And I saw a woman shouting. She came and was like, why is this woman being dramatic? What I'm feeling is not yet labor. Why? The woman said, where is your husband? Where is your husband? And that's how this woman called her husband. They picked me from that point and took me home. My husband was not around because when it was close to the childbirth, I had this hate. I became so irritated. So he was running for his life. He went and hid in the neighbor's house. I was alone. So he didn't even know what I was up to. When I took the stroke, he felt I was still in the house. So that's how the woman brought me back home in the car. Oga, they were looking for my husband. Was shocked. Like, what's happening? Do you know that after those people left, my husband pleaded that we should go to the hospital. I refused. He had to call my in-laws to come and talk to me. When they came, they were pleading with me. I said, it's not yet time. I'm not feeling that pain. Guess what? I got to the hospital. To cut the long story short, I was there. Just for me to climb that bed.
Baby came out.
And then after baby came out, that was when I faced the real. It
Had
was
a
placenta, no tear. How can I even have a tear? My cervix are not small. So there was no tear. This baby was 4 points. And we had some complications about the placenta. The woman trying to wrap, there's this stuff that they use, she didn't hold well and it
Went back.
came up. So that was another story that would be for another day. Okay, now, After 1 year, 8 months, nearly 2 years, I got pregnant. I took him. My baby, she weighed 2.5. This child, I was in labor for 3 days. They would have done the CS. They would have done everything. I was begging the doctor that, please, can you allow me to give birth by myself? I didn't want them to tear me. I don't want to have any scar. I
have one.
See, they had to.
You see, so sometimes
they gave me pitocin. Yes,
you know.
They injected it. It didn't work. They injected it. It didn't work. They inserted it. It didn't work. They had to. Good.
My first two was
So they
that's why I did a baby girl. I lay down.
So now my
being a baby girl, that's the point.
My point is soft life.
Yes.
Now I know better. But then I didn't know. I wanted to give birth. I didn't want any scar. I didn't know that this scar can be beautiful. I didn't know that. I didn't know that with this scar it's beautiful. Now I look at the scar and I'm like, oh, wow. Maybe I should have another scar somewhere here.
Most women have vagina
But I didn't know.
suffer vagina. Lose vagina, something like that. Have you ever heard of that?
Okay, now.
So a lot of women are running from even vagina birth because it causes loose vagina. I don't know if you know what
I didn't know all of that.
loose vagina. A lot of women call me, Ma, do you treat loose vagina?
You can.
I have so many of them in my
Oh wow.
Because especially if they're having big babies, it makes the vagina to lose the muscles around the wall.
That's why you see women taking some sort of things, the kaya matters,
yes,
and all of
but
that.
it doesn't even work.
Does it
Kegel exercise does that.
That's the best.
That's just the best. And so,
Okay,
I'm just trying to let you know that but this vaginal birth that people are just all about it.
We
It has a
didn't know.
big
You need to be
disadvantage. There's
informed.
nothing to it.
I think the highlight of it is being informed, read books,
yes.
do what suits
research,
you, and
do a
make
lot of
sure
things.
you are healthy. Because the baby was actually weak. I was weak. The doctors needed to beg because I was inside with them. They did all the forms, 3 forms. I went into the labor room, like the theater, with pitocin. Like the pain. I even begged the man when they wanted to do the spine. Yes, I was like, please give me some time to catch my breath because they needed to inject me on the spine and all of that. The contraction was there, but the baby wasn't coming.
So the context of giving birth like a Hebrew woman is not
I don't think that was what the Bible meant.
Yes, the Bible was clear on that issue. It's not comparing people who give birth via CS to those who give birth via
Vagina birth.
Yes, it was not about that.
Oh, children are actually gifts from
Yes,
God. So
no matter how
whatever
they
means that they come out,
Exactly.
they are still children.
So women should stop stigmatizing themselves.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. So now, what final words do you have for women who the society has placed so much stigma on them?
Yes. I'm a clinical psychologist, so I'll speak from that point.
Okay.
We need to take care of our mental health. So one aspect is, getting to be who you have to be. That full potential, actualizing it. So if you're a professional woman, aim for the top. If you're not a professional woman, also aim for the top where you are. Actualize your full potential. Learn to cope with normal stresses of life. Don't allow stress to accumulate.
Yeah.
Because when stress accumulates, it will get you down. Then work productively and fruitfully. Enjoy your work. Then make contribution to society. These things comprise mental health. So when, 2 things are there. Actualizing your full potential and being productive at your job. So if you're not enjoying your job, whatever you are doing, there's a problem.
Wow.
If you're not contributing to society, there's a problem. So ask yourself, what can I do to contribute to society? When you give, happiness comes back to you. So in your area, what can you give? In your workplace, how can you affect those who you lead? If you are leading people, how are you affecting them? So be the best that you can be. Take time for yourself. Sleep early. Drink lots of water. Eat fruits and vegetables. I think when you do that, you take care of your mental health. You'll be happier.
Oh, this is powerful.
Okay.
Wow.
But a lot of women don't.
They will not hear
a lot
this.
of women don't even enjoy their job, and because
Many people don't.
And because there are no options, that's
Yes,
just the only option.
they need to
so
survive.
Even at that, what would the woman do when you're not enjoying what you're
Learn
doing?
to enjoy it.
But you still have
You need
to
to
do
pay
it.
bills. You need to be
So
working.
we
and
work-
stuff.
Learn to enjoy.
Learn to enjoy.
Seriously,
Enjoy it.
I think this is an issue I'm seeing in the office space,
yeah.
and I'm changing it in my space.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing
It starts from you.
Yes, because I lead a group of people. When I was in the other section, I was having like 14 people under me, and I see that people are just losing their interest on the job. People are interested in the salary. The time they come to work anytime, and you don't see them enjoying it.
And there's no
So I've tried
productivity.
to change how people see work.
Yeah.
First of all, be serious with the work yourself.
Love
So
your
when they
job.
see you as serious as the head, before you know it, by the time the year is running out, in fact, this year when it ran out, my people, we did a get together. They were the ones that organized it. It was a beautiful time. Till today, they're talking about it. So how did I come to that place? I loved my job. I rubbed it off on every other person, and it's working. So do something.
Wow, that's interesting. Just do something. Love your job. And just try to
Love
make
yourself.
everybody love yourself and
Make
make
a
everybody
change where you are.
change where you are. I think that is the highlight.
Yes.
So,
She has said so good.
Mrs. Ochoga.
I actually agree with her. You know, this whole thing we're talking about, it starts with knowing who you are,
Yeah.
loving yourself,
Yeah.
comparting your work, and the people around you, like you said. You see, this stigma didn't start with us.
It will not end with us.
Some women have seen Shege. Shege bouncer.
Proverbs.
Shege from Max.
So, that is not too serious. Like that. Life
Our
is so serious.
grandmother, our grandmother saw it.
We are
But you
seeing
see,
it.
and we are seeing it.
Generation
Will come to see. But now that we are being enlightened,
Informed.
we know more, we're informed, we're also reaching out to other people. With time, some of these things will end.
Yeah.
So when you know yourself, you know who you are, you understand? Like we're talking about destiny. You understand? We actually also have to be focused. We spoke about focus.
Yes.
We spoke about determination. You understand? You just spoke about strength management. Then I think we also forget about the spiritual part. Like we also, I think we mentioned
We
basically
did, yeah,
everything.
we touched.
So the beginning and the end is good. When it becomes overwhelming, do you know at times I talk to God as if He's sitting there?
Sure,
That's the
how
best.
that's the
practical.
best way.
Do you know I'm not closing my eyes.
Yeah.
I say Jesus today. You see this one, this man did today.
You report it.
Do you understand?
And you actually said Jesus. Sometimes I'll say, Oga, this thing where they happen now, I don't
I say,
understand.
Chi, you are seeing it. Do you understand? So at times, I've come to talk to God like a friend, a father. At times, we take this, you know, if we're waiting for that prayer time, so whom I never pray.
Yeah.
So every give you opportunity, you understand? Take care of yourself. Somebody said, you not giving birth again. I said, no. I'm not going to give birth the whole of my life. When am I going to rest?
Oh my God.
When am I going to take care of myself?
Exactly.
This money I'm working for, when am I
going to
eat it?
enjoy it.
When will I wake up?
Go on
Vacation
rest.
Go on vacation.
Like when are you resting?
When am I resting? So some women
Good
give
point.
birth till
Till,
their late
yes.
40s.
We should always know when to
At
draw the
50,
line.
some people are still doing school runs. So you can't even blame them. Some being married quick, some the children didn't come the way we expected. But if you have it as at the time you want it and God was gracious to you, why not wrap up quick? Like you're just saying, just find time to take care of yourself. Some days I'll just vex, I'm gonna do my nails. I'll fix
I
my
didn't even
lashes.
say they were looking beautiful.
I'll fix my
Like,
I've
lashes.
been looking at them.
I've been
You know
Yes,
that
like-
somebody say always say lashes. I say
Yes.
yes, it makes me happy.
Happy.
Just do you.
Do you know any day I make hair, I'm happy. Whether the hair is spoil or no spoil, I'll go and do it. If that's where I found happiness, that's just what we're saying.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
be happy.
Wow, that's interesting. Wow. Just be happy. They all said be happy.
Take
Do
care of
you.
yourself.
Take care of yourself and help other people. Be productive. Love yourself. Right? Try to help other people along in your space to be their best self.
Exactly.
And know what gift or what potential or that height they should be able to attain a particular height. So if you're a woman out there and you are listening to us or you've heard all we've been saying, we are trying to tell you that you are enough. Just do you. Be happy because you are unique. You are beautiful. You are worth it. You are irreplaceable. You are. I love words to describe a woman.
Yes,
you are
wonderful.
wonderfully made,
Yeah.
and you
made
are
for
more.
There's a reason God brought you to this world.
There's a reason why you were created. So look inward. Discover that gift. Discover what makes you happy. Do it. Once you are not sinning against God and you are not breaking rules,
Yes.
then just be peaceful within you. And to wrap it all, you can't do all of this without God. Hold your God and be at peace. When you hold God, just rest. Sister, rest.
Rest, though.
Rest.
She said, drink water.
Drink water and sleep.
Drink water and pee.
Life
Okay,
not
that's
too
the
hard.
thing you said. You just spoke to me.
Right?
Yes, I have to
So
say that.
thank you very much for
Hi.
coming on the set.
I'm so happy I did.
Like we've been here for so long and it feels like
we just started, seriously.
right? Thank you very
I
much.
really enjoyed myself.
I did too.
I'm really honored. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy.
Thank you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Joy,
Thank you.
Stella.
Thank you.
It's been an amazing time.
It's been an amazing, wonderful
Honestly,
time.
Loretta, we all had fun,
Yes,
didn't
we
we?
did. My
just
cheeks
have-
are even hurting from
Too much. All right. Wow, we had an amazing show. I enjoyed every bit of it, and I know you do too, right? All we've been saying is you are beautiful, you are irreplaceable, you are amazing, you are unique, you are worth it. Just look inward and bring out the beauty you have inside of you. Don't let the world steal the good inside of you. Just hang on, sis, and the world will be a better place for you. I want to say a big shout out to all my partners. A very big shout out to Zendrain Beauty Home. Guys, when it comes to beautiful, affordable and luxury hair, they've got you covered. I hope you reach out to them with the contact on the screen right now. And the second shout out goes to Glam by Winnie. I got my beautiful makeup done by her. She will attend to all your makeup needs, and I think you should reach out to them with the contact on the screen. Alright, my name is Goduto. Please follow me on all social media platforms, and bye.